To keep a conversation going, you not only need to know what questions to ask, but also how to react when people are speaking to you. When you're learning a language, this can be one of the most awkward things to get right, but with a few set phrases up your sleeve, you'll be sounding more like a local in no time. In this video that I filmed last year, I gave you 10 ways to react like a native to various situations, but in today's quickfire lesson, I want to show you 6 phrases specifically used to express surprise in Portugal so that you can sound more like a native. If this sounds like something that you want to learn, make sure you give me a like, and if you're not subscribed or have no idea who I am, my name is Liz and I'm a Portuguese teacher based in Lisbon, and I am obsessed with helping people who are learning European Portuguese build their confidence and conversation skills using real everyday language that you hear on the streets in Portugal. Not that we're allowed to go out in the streets at the moment, but I promise you we will be able to soon. So these first 3 are ones that you could use in pretty polite company. It's a pretty standard way of saying that you don't believe what somebody is telling you, you're acting surprised. So let's kick off with number 1. So this is nice and simple. When somebody is telling you something and you think, I can't believe it, you will say, não acredito. Não acredito. So the verb we're using here is acreditar, to believe, but listen to the pronunciation, how they kind of chop it off at the end and also make that O and U sound rather than an O like you would hear in a kind of Spanish. It's U, não acredito. So that is nice and easy to start off. Number 2 is probably my favorite and something that I say all the time. Like we would say in English, seriously? The Portuguese would say, Acerio. Acerio. It might even sometimes just get shortened to sério. So this is a really good one if you really don't believe what the person is saying and you're like, seriously? Seriously? It sounds so natural. People say this all the time. Next up, number 3 is something that one of my old Portuguese housemates used to say all the time. She would say, como que é possível? Como que é possível? So this one means, how is it possible? Now, really what you're going to hear when you hear this one is como é que é possível? See how the Portuguese kind of chop off kind of words and sound and smush all things into one. So this will sound a little bit like como é que é possível? Como é que é possível? But actually, the individual words that you have there are como é que é possível. This extra é que that gets put into questions doesn't really have any extra meaning, but that's how the Portuguese in Portugal will phrase their questions. There will be this extra é que that sounds like it doesn't actually need to be there. Truth is it doesn't, but that's how people speak here, and if you want to emulate the way that people are speaking, you need to add these é que into your question words. So if you're saying, how can it be possible, or how can that be possible, what you're telling me, you would say, como é que é possível, or just, como é que é possível? Give me a yes in the comments if you have come across this where the Portuguese just swallow half the words and the sounds that it is that they should be saying. You're not alone. You can watch this video on understanding fast Portuguese if you want some more examples of how this works and how to understand real people when they speak fast. So the next 3 are a little bit more informal, a bit more playful, ones that you would use with your friends. So number 4 is mentira. So mentira means lie. So that would be super weird in English if you just, somebody said something and you just replied, lie. But it's something that you can do here in Portugal, okay? So when somebody says something, again, this is something you would use with your friends, right? It's not something that you would say to somebody in the street that you don't know. You can reply, mentira. If you're with your friends joking around, somebody says something, mentira. That's not true, that's a lie. So number 5, we are going to use the present continuous tense to say to somebody, are you joking? This is something that the Brits say all the time, you're joking. In American English, you would probably say, are you kidding? So this is the equivalent in European Portuguese. You would say, estás a brincar? Estás a brincar? The verb brincar means to play. So it's like, are you playing around? Are you joking around? And this formation of estar plus a plus the infinitive of the verb is how we talk about what's going on right now. What are you doing? What are you saying? Are you joking? That ing that we use in English to denote the present continuous, something that is happening right now, this is how you form it in Portuguese. Number 6 follows the same pattern, but it uses a different verb. It uses the verb gozar, which in Portuguese means to make fun of, all right? So instead of saying estás a brincar, you can say estás a gozar. However, this one comes with a big caveat because this means something completely different in Brazil. So only use this one in Portugal, again, among friends. This is a kind of a friendly expression. So you would say, estás a gozar? This would mean, are you having a laugh? Are you joking? Are you messing around with me? So I hope you found that helpful. If you want a free 60-minute lesson with me, you can register for my Speak Portuguese Like a Pro webinar. The link is going to be in the description, and it's packed full of fun tips just like this, and it's perfect for beginners. So I would love to see you there. And as promised, next week the video will be in Portuguese. So I hope to see you guys there. Obrigada por assistirem, pessoal. Ciao for now.